Good morning, my YouTube friends, my YouTube family. Here is another watch strap I would like to show you. I just finished, and it is for Casey, if I got the name correct. Of course, when we size the straps, I have it written down, but now I'm talking out of memory, and I think it was 775. 7 inches 75 is almost an 8-inch wrist, but of course we make it to the size the customer gives us. The root hole, what I call the root hole, is the center hole that corresponds to the 775. Then how we do it, you have a total of 1 inch, a half inch up, half inch down. Should your wrist swell during the day or shrink, that happens. Or if sometimes the watches are have a thicker case, then that changes that a little bit, or a thinner case that changes a little bit. So there's this adjustability. You see here a rivet. It's a Terra rivet. It's a lead-free rivet. Nice high quality buckle that has a nice color to it. It's a floating keeper, and it has cross-top stitching that is Irish linen, Crawford Irish linen, which is it's a very good string. It's waxed, so it doesn't change color easy, and it resists dirt over many years. The straps are from Horween leather, handcrafted. Everything is handcrafted. We don't use machines unless you call a screwdriver a machine, which is a hand tool, or a knife, which we use as it's a hand tool. Anyway, this I want to demo on 2 different watches today, and excuse my dirty hands, but I'm working with them, and it's really hard sometimes to clean them, and I don't want to wear gloves, not yet anyway. I demo it here on our shop Omega, so you see it on a more modern watch, and it is 20 millimeter on the lug, and I'm going to pull this out so you can see our contour cut. It has another rivet on the keeper. It's all Terra, it's lead-free, and here, when you look, it's very stout here, and it's less stout here. I don't call it thin because our straps are not thin. They are stout straps and go good with the modern and vintage watches. And it's a little bit what I demo. Even so, this Omega, I think it was the one on the moon, but it's not that modern, but much more modern, this vintage sharp Rolex. You know, I do not know. Sorry, when I change the strap, the video starts to look weird for a moment. I do not know on what watch the strap will live on, but I'm just demoing it here for you. This is a true vintage Rolex, and beside that, this is also one of my favorite watches. Here you can see how it looks on that. Again, the lug nuts, if they are drilled higher or lower, then that changes the strap length a little, and there's the adjustability. Up here we saddle stitch. It's double saddle stitched, so that's a very durable way of stitching leather, the most durable way. And here you see our contour cut too. Here's more stout. Here's a little less stout, so that has the benefit when you close it, it's not this ridiculous high buildup. Also, when you lock it into the keeper automatically by design will be hindered from riding further up, so it stays in place better. Now, one side usually has our stamp. You might see it here. Doesn't see it very strongly, but it's in there. See, Muller and Son, and so I lay it here for the final picture. I think the strap is made for our client named Casey, if I have that correct. Never know if you can trust your own memory in these things, but this strap was made for Casey. I'm pretty sure. There's the other watch I showed it on earlier, the Omega. I showed it on the Omega and this Rolex. Both our shop watches. The strap looks good on anything. I even sometimes I showed it in a previous video on a Arnie, a digital Seiko, and they look good there too. Thank you very much for purchasing at Muller and Son. Please like and subscribe. We are on eBay, Muller and Son, and mullerandson.com on the internet, our website. I think we're with eBay since 15 years, and you can read 5,000 comments over those 15 years. Here's again the different angles here. And again, thank you for shopping, and see you next time. Buy yourself a like and subscribe. I said that here. That helps our micro business. Buy yourself another strap for one of your other watches, perhaps. These last a long time, and they age very well. They form a patina. That's by the way this leather is made from Horween, that allows that. More modern leathers are spray painted. This leather is not. It's drum dyed. There's a huge difference. Even drum dyed leathers by others are sprayed partially to make it uniform. An organic material like leather will have show you that it is organic by its slight unevenness. People nowadays are used to plastics and everything looks exactly like the next. So the manufacturers spray paint these on top so it masks up everything. Horween or Wickett & Craig and others don't do that. This is the more high quality situation, but you got to be open or aware of that. Well, you don't have to, but it's a good thing if you are. Handcrafted items are much like art. There's everything is by the organicness of the material and the individuality of the handcrafted piece, the fluctuation a human being shows in even if he's a good craftsman in his craft, that makes a handcrafted item very unique, especially in our days where things that look so similar. It has its place, but depends on what you're looking for. Well, anyway, thank you again, and see you next time. Bye-bye.